I always found clowns stupid funny. Like, for some reason, growing up, always, that was one thing I never understood. Why people were always scared of clowns or what made clowns scary. What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up and saw It Chapter 2 this week, which is the sequel to the It reboot that came out in 2017. And since the wrap up was not out yet during that time, I will say this. I mean, as much as I am not a fan of reboots, when I hate that a reboot is happening, it got lucky with me because it is one of the reboots that I do like. I do like the It remake better than the old one. And not only that, I mean I also have found this sequel better than the first one. And since in this sequel, you got the Losers Club, it shows them as adults in this one. I even found that when it showed them as adults in this, it was better than the old one from because in the old one in the 1991, that one is a mini series, and the old one, it's a classic and it's a good one. But yes, I just think that the It remake is better than the old one. And so in this movie, you got the Losers Club. They're grown up now, and they plan to end the wrath of Pennywise the clown once and for all after finding out they did not stop it. And and you want to know something? The actors that they did pick for this to play the adults, I thought that those were good picks. Like, I wasn't even expecting none of these actors to play in this movie, and they all did a good job. I mean, the special effects in this movie was good, the acting was good, and also when it comes to reboots, I mean, yes, they do stick to the original, but they do make a few changes. And even with these few changes that was made in this reboot, I had liked it. And you want to know something else? I was impressed with you know the I also even had liked it on how Pennywise was fucking with them, as adults, when they became adults, like the stuff, like all the, you know like the hallucinations and stuff that was happening. Those were amazing too. I mean, it chapter 2, I do think that it is up there for a good movie of 2019. And what's funny though is that I didn't even find this scary. I mean, we was watching this, and I mean, it wasn't even that many even jump scenes like how it was in the first one. That is what I will say. That I like to say that, like, is, I guess you could say, the bad part about this movie is that, like, okay, it's, at least to me, it wasn't that scary. But then again, I watch so many horror movies, and I am a fan of horror movies. But I've even heard people say that yes, they've laughed more at this movie than they did in the first one, which I don't even think is even a bad thing. But because it still makes it a good horror movie since it is listed as a horror movie in general. And it chapter 2, I do think that since it chapter 1 had made history as the highest grossing horror movie of all time, do I think it chapter 2 is probably going to beat that? No, I don't think it is going to beat it. Probably not. I mean, if it does, if it does, then that'll be good. But and if it doesn't, hey, I mean, I still found this one better. I found this one better than the first one. And and I also did like, because I don't want to spoil nothing. I also did like how when it came to what they did in the old one, how they was also going back and forth, from when they were showing flashbacks of them when of them when they was kids, how it showed more extra stuff, that I did like that. And I also did like how it kind of like explain more, you know, about them, once, as they got older. I did like that. It almost made me feel like, okay, like, hey, I didn't realize some of this stuff was missing. And I did, and that was good of what I had liked. Another thing I had liked about it chapter 2. But you want to know something though? It chapter 2 still is, a fun, it's a fun and also, and also entertaining ride to watch. And I mean, I didn't find anything boring about this. Bill Skarsgård was the perfect choice for Pennywise the clown. I mean, I honestly couldn't even think of anybody else who could pull it off besides him. Not I think about it, and after watching it, it chapter one, and you want to know something else? I also do think that that this movie should also definitely, I do think, get some. I do think that, like, it should also, like, probably, okay, get some, like, like special, some, like, some special effects nomination. Well, actually, you know what? Okay, I take that back, bro. Probably not nothing for probably not no nomination for special effects, but special effects were good. That was something I did like. That was one thing that I was amazed with this movie. And so, should you go see it chapter 2, or should you wait for it to go to the red box? I think that you should go see it. You should go see it. It's a good horror remake, and it's entertaining, not boring. And for its grade, for it chapter 2, I give it chapter 2 a B. And out of 5 stars, I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Yes. Well, no, actually, you know what? I would probably give it 4. I give it 4 out of 5 stars, and instead of giving it a B, I think, you know what? I'll give it a B. I'll give it a minus. I'll give it an A minus. Yes, because it is just because it is that good. Yes. And so, until next time, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up, signing off.